In the story of invention, few names shine brighter than Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla. These two visionaries saw electricity not just as a curiosity, but as the force that would shape the future. Edison, the Wizard of Menlo Park, was a symbol of American ingenuity. Famous for the light bulb and over 1,000 patents, he was a practical genius, turning ideas into products and building a business empire. Tesla, born in Croatia, was a visionary who dreamed of harnessing energy in ways no one had imagined. He saw electricity as a cosmic force, building machines in his mind before ever touching a tool. While Edison focused on control and profit, Tesla imagined a world powered by clean, abundant energy for all. Their paths would cross, sparking one of history's greatest rivalries. Edison was the master of the practical, Tesla, the dreamer of the impossible. Their battle wasn't just about inventions, it was about how to power the world. The outcome would shape the modern age. Before Edison and Tesla, nightfall meant the end of productivity. Homes flickered with dim, dangerous candles or smoky oil lamps. Fire was a constant threat, and cities lived in fear of the dark. Factories relied on steam engines, noisy, dirty, and limited by daylight. Work was chained to the sun, productivity stalled at dusk. Communication was slow, news traveled by horse, train, or telegraph, not instantly. The world felt vast and disconnected, with communities isolated by distance and darkness. People longed for more light, more power, and more connection. Electricity was a laboratory curiosity, not a household reality. The stage was set for a revolution. The world waited for someone to unleash the sleeping giant of electricity. Edison and Tesla would be the ones to awaken it. Their inventions would banish the darkness and shrink the globe. The dawn of a new era was near. The battle between Edison and Tesla was more than just a clash of personalities. It was a battle of currents, a struggle that would shape the future of electricity for generations to come. At the heart of this conflict was direct current, or DC, versus alternating current, or AC, two fundamentally different ways to deliver electrical power. Edison's DC was like a river flowing in one direction, simple, steady, and reliable, but with significant limitations. The problem was, DC power faded quickly over distance, losing strength the farther it traveled from its source. This meant cities needed power plants every mile or so, making large-scale distribution expensive and impractical. Edison built his business empire on DC, investing in infrastructure and inventing devices that ran on his system. His DC system powered the first electric light bulbs and brought illumination to homes and businesses in the early days of electrification. Tesla's AC, in contrast, was like the ocean's tide, constantly changing direction, ebbing and flowing with a natural rhythm. This alternating energy moved back and forth, allowing for a new kind of flexibility in transmitting power. AC could travel hundreds of miles without losing much energy, making it ideal for connecting distant cities and rural areas. This was possible thanks to transformers, which could easily change the voltage of AC for efficient long-distance transmission. Tesla's system allowed electricity to be generated far from where it was used, then delivered efficiently to growing cities and industries. AC's flexibility and scalability made it the foundation for a vast, interconnected power grid that could span entire continents. Edison's DC was practical for small neighborhoods and local applications, but Tesla's AC had the power to electrify entire regions, transforming the way people lived and worked. The choice between these two systems would ultimately determine how the modern world would be powered, shaping the future of civilization itself. This technical debate set the stage for a fierce rivalry, with both inventors determined to prove their system was superior. The future of electricity and civilization hung in the balance. Two visions, one planet, and a world waiting to be illuminated. Only one system could win, and the stakes could not have been higher. The war of currents had begun, a contest that would electrify the world and decide the path of progress for generations. In 1884, Nikola Tesla arrived in America, stepping onto the bustling docks of New York with little more than a letter of introduction and a head full of revolutionary ideas. He was determined to make his mark in the new world. Tesla soon found work with the legendary inventor Thomas Edison, whose direct current or DC systems were powering the city. Their partnership, however, was fraught with tension. Tesla improved Edison's DC machines, making them more efficient, but the substantial reward Edison had promised never materialized. Feeling betrayed and disillusioned, Tesla left Edison's company. He struggled to survive in a foreign land, at times forced to dig ditches just to afford food and shelter. The dream of transforming the world with electricity seemed to be slipping away, but Tesla's vision for alternating current, or AC, was too powerful to ignore. He found new backers who believed in his ideas, and with their support, he began developing the technology that would change everything. This breakthrough put Tesla in direct competition with Edison's DC empire, setting the stage for a dramatic technological showdown. Edison, fiercely protective of his inventions and business interests, saw AC as a dangerous threat to his legacy and his patents. Determined to maintain his dominance, Edison launched a relentless campaign to discredit Tesla's system, warning the public about the dangers of high-voltage AC and orchestrating dramatic demonstrations to stoke fear. He argued that AC's high voltage was deadly, using shocking public stunts and media headlines to convince people that Tesla's technology was unsafe and even lethal. The rivalry quickly escalated beyond the labs and boardrooms, becoming a heated public battle. Newspapers, politicians, and ordinary citizens all took sides in what became known as the War of Currents. Undeterred, Tesla joined forces with industrialist George Westinghouse. Together, they pushed forward, building AC power systems and challenging Edison's dominance in cities across America. The War of Currents became a fight for the very soul of the electrical age, with the future of how the world would be powered hanging in the balance. It was a contest of business acumen, scientific innovation, and public spectacle, each side pulling out all the stops to win hearts, minds, and markets. The outcome would determine not just who would profit, but how every city, home, and street would be lit and powered for generations to come. Two inventors, two visions, and one high-stakes conflict that would shape the modern world. The world watched with fascination and anxiety as the battle intensified, each new development making headlines. The age of electricity was at a crossroads, and the outcome of the War of Currents would illuminate the path forward for all humanity. Edison was determined to sway public opinion against alternating current, and he wasn't afraid to use fear as his weapon. In a series of shocking public demonstrations, he staged the electrocution of animals, hoping to convince people that AC was not just dangerous, but deadly. These gruesome spectacles drew large crowds and made headlines, fueling anxiety about the new technology. Edison even went so far as to help develop the electric chair, a device specifically designed to use AC for executions. His goal was clear: to permanently associate alternating current with death in the minds of the public, making it seem too risky for everyday use. The press eagerly picked up the story, spreading fear far and wide. Sensational headlines warned of the dangers of electricity, and the word electrocution entered the public vocabulary for the first time, forever linking AC with fatal accidents. But while Edison tried to frighten the public, Tesla and Westinghouse took a different approach. They believed in the promise of AC and set out to prove its safety and potential through dazzling public demonstrations. Tesla amazed audiences by allowing AC to flow harmlessly through his own body, lighting bulbs in his hands and showing that, when properly controlled, AC was not only safe but almost magical. Using his famous Tesla coil, he created spectacular displays of artificial lightning, filling rooms with crackling energy and demonstrating that AC could be harnessed and tamed. The real test, however, was not in the laboratory or on the stage, but in the marketplace. Cities across America faced a crucial decision. Would they choose Edison's direct current, or embrace the possibilities of alternating current for their growing power grids? Edison's DC system could only deliver electricity to small neighborhoods, limited by the technology's inability to travel long distances without losing power. In contrast, Tesla and Westinghouse offered a revolutionary system. Their AC technology could transmit electricity over vast distances, powering entire regions from a single generating station, thanks to the use of transformers. The crowning achievement came with the construction of the AC power plant at Niagara Falls. This massive project proved that AC could deliver reliable, large-scale power, lighting up cities and industries on an unprecedented scale. As city streets and homes began to glow with electric light, the public's perception shifted. AC was no longer seen as a threat, but as the key to a brighter, more connected future. The battle was no longer about fear, it was about proof, innovation, and the promise of progress. Engineers and inventors debated, demonstrated, and convinced the world of AC's potential. The world was ready for a new kind of power, the tide was turning, and the age of electricity was about to begin in earnest. The turning point came at the 1893 Chicago World's Fair. Organizers wanted to light the entire fairgrounds, a showcase of modernity. General Electric, tied to Edison's DC, bid high, confident in their patents. Westinghouse, using Tesla's AC, bid less than half the price and offered a better system. The contract went to Westinghouse. The challenge: install a complete AC system with miles of wiring and thousands of bulbs. On opening night, President Cleveland flipped a switch, and the fair exploded in brilliant electric light. Visitors were awestruck by the glowing white city. For the first time, people saw the power and beauty of large-scale electric illumination. The fair proved AC's superiority to millions. Edison's campaign of fear was eclipsed by the spectacle of progress. The war of currents was all but decided. The world had seen the future, and it was AC. The Chicago World's Fair sealed AC's victory. Millions saw the future and returned home convinced. Public opinion shifted. AC was now seen as safe, reliable, and powerful. The next test: harnessing Niagara Falls. Only AC could transmit power from the falls to cities miles away. In 1895, the world's first large-scale hydroelectric plant opened at Niagara, using Tesla's AC technology. Power flowed to Buffalo, lighting the city and fueling industry. The modern electrical grid was born. Even Edison's company had to switch to AC, paying royalties to Westinghouse and Tesla. The market and physics had spoken. AC became the global standard for power. The current from Niagara would soon circle the globe. The war of currents was over, the world was electrified. AC's victory transformed the world. Factories no longer needed to cluster in cities. Power could travel anywhere. The electric motor sparked a second industrial revolution. Homes, streets, and workplaces became brighter and safer. Innovation exploded. Telegraphs, telephones, radios, and eventually computers all ran on AC. Edison's legacy was practical invention and commercialization. He gave us the research lab, the phonograph, and the first electric lighting system. Tesla's legacy was the very system that powers our world. His AC grid is everywhere. Edison built the first spark. Tesla fanned it into a global flame. Their combined genius shaped the modern era. Every glowing screen, every flipped switch, traces back to their rivalry. Edison gave us the tools for the 20th century. Tesla gave us the blueprint for the 21st. Together, they electrified the globe. So, who won the war of currents? Technologically, Tesla did. His AC system powers the world. But Edison brought electricity into daily life first, building the market and making it real. Tesla's vision was global, Edison's was practical, both were essential. Their rivalry pushed innovation further and faster. The true winner? Humanity. Every time we flip a switch or charge a phone, we benefit from their competition. Edison's pragmatism and Tesla's vision combined to create our electrified world. Two different minds, one brighter future. Their legacy isn't about who won or lost, it's about the light that now fills our world. The war of currents ended, but its impact powers us still. The age of electricity belongs to us all.